DICE has made some iconic games, but they've also lost their way. With all the controversy around Battlefield 2042 and the identity crisis of Battlefield 5, it's clear the franchise needs a course correction. And the blueprint? It's Battlefield 1. Let's talk about what DICE can learn from it. First, tone and setting. Battlefield 1 respected its historical backdrop. It didn't try to be edgy or over the top. It took World War I seriously and delivered a grounded experience that still managed to be thrilling. DICE needs to return to that kind of authenticity. Not every game needs cringe voice lines and flashy cosmetics. Sometimes less is more. Next, audio design. Battlefield 1's soundscape was unmatched. Explosions echoed. Gunfire felt real. You could feel the battlefield through your headset. That level of immersion made every firefight feel intense and personal. DICE must stop downgrading sound to favor flashy visuals and bring back the raw intensity of combat through audio. Then, map variety and design. Battlefield 1 had unforgettable maps like Argonne Forest, Monte Grappa, and Amiens. Each map had identity, flow, balance. Today's maps often feel like soulless arenas. DICE needs to focus on maps that feel alive, maps that tell a story through terrain, destruction, and atmosphere. And we can't ignore the operations mode. It was cinematic, team-focused, and objective-based. It created natural moments of tension, drama, and triumph. More than just a game mode, it was a narrative experience inside multiplayer. DICE should bring that back or evolve it, not replace it with chaotic, disconnected modes. Battlefield 1 also nailed class identity. Each class felt necessary and teamwork was key. You couldn't just run and gun. You needed medics, supports, scouts, and assaults to win. It brought structure. DICE must refocus the series on actual roles, not just letting everyone do everything. Next, immersion through limitations. Battlefield 1 didn't throw in dozens of gadgets or abilities. It embraced the limitations of the World War I era, and that decision made every action feel more meaningful. Reloading your bolt-action rifle under fire, running through gas clouds with a mask on, or desperately charging with a bayonet, it all added to the tension. DICE should stop chasing loadout overload, and remember that restrictions can make gameplay richer. Then there's art direction. Battlefield 1 wasn't just technically beautiful, it was visually distinct. Each map had a color palette, weather system, and vibe that made it memorable. Sinai Desert burned orange. Empire's Edge was moody and foggy. Argonne Forest was tight, green, and brutal. DICE should go back to designing maps that stick in your mind. Maps that have emotion baked into the visuals. One of Battlefield 1's most powerful features was its respect for the player experience. From the prologue to the end screen, it treated war with weight. It didn't shove microtransactions in your face. It didn't have bloated progression systems or broken live service promises. It was a full, complete experience out the box. DICE needs to focus on launching finished, polished games that speak for themselves. Teamwork also needs to return as a pillar of gameplay. Battlefield 1 made you depend on your squad. If you didn't have a medic, you stayed down. If you didn't have ammo, you were stuck. Today, everyone wants to lone wolf it with overpowered weapons and endless self-revives. But Battlefield is not Call of Duty. DICE should make team coordination rewarding again, something that feels essential, not optional. Finally, DICE should learn the power of tone consistency. Battlefield 1 was serious, focused, and atmospheric. Compare that to the chaotic tone of later entries, filled with neon skins and out-of-place dialogue. That stuff might work elsewhere, but not in Battlefield. Bring back the grit, the tension, the respect for setting and story. Battlefield 1 was a rare game that balanced gameplay, tone, and innovation. If DICE wants to bring the franchise back to glory, they need to study their own past. Battlefield 1 wasn't perfect, but it was powerful. And it showed what Battlefield is truly capable of.